Hey everybody, it's Zach here. I just want to give a kind of a quick overview of the Oculus Rift S and what I think about it, and tell you what I'm playing, looking at my library and stuff like that. And I'm planning on recording a few videos of King Spray and contractors. Um, but just first off, just to say, the experience is great with the Rift S here, but it's certainly not perfect. I have had some problems. I believe that the problems I'm having with are like software, and like I think that the firmware, the Rift Oculus needs to like update the firmware more and get a few things fixed that way. All the problems I have are like mostly actually the problems I have is like connecting to like Steam VR. But I mean, to be honest, Steam VR is not really as nice as the Oculus, set up here. Um, so right here, I'm just in the home. Here, let's go ahead and take that away. So when like you first log in, you start off in your home here, and it gives you a little tutorial. You're looking at your you can pop up your menu here in front of you. You got a little menu to mess around with the home. Like you can, oh look, I got some stuff to collect. You can get these like items to like place around your room. Here we go. That's kind of cool. I just got that with that. It's like a little knight. So you can like decorate your room and everything like that. You have all these items that you can place. You can like place like a little basketball hoop up there. Let's see, like right there, and then you can grab a basketball and start playing like basketball with it. Let's see. So that's pretty interesting. Like this is like way nicer than like the Steam Home program. Like the Steam Home, like it's like really hard to like decorate, or like I was messing around with that, and like this is like super easy, and it gives you like ways to like get into your games. So like over here, if I want to play like a game, like here's King Spray, I grab the game, I can flop it in here, hit the button, and when I hold that thing up to my face, it'll automatically start the game for me. So that's kind of cool. Let's put that away. You can come on over here and you can like customize your avatar. That's kind of cool. He like speaks when I speak. But you can do things like you can change like the general shape of the face. You can change the clothing. You can change the just the normal stuff, like what you would see with normal avatars. Here, we'll save that. So there, that's something to kind of show you guys. The boundary areas. That's kind of cool. When you get close to the area, it'll just appear and it'll just kind of remind you that you're getting like close to wherever you're at. So I like this. This is kind of cool because I got to draw out my own area based on the room and the items that are around it and everything like that. So here I'm going to stand back in the middle. It's cool. I mean, like this just being a little room, there's like all sorts of like little cool things to like interact with, and it's so well polished and everything. But anyways, this is just the home. We'll get into the actual, here we go. This is what everybody really wants to see, is like the playing of the games and everything like that. When you pop this open, one of the coolest things is you have a virtual desktop just right here. Like here, I can take that away. So whenever I want to just pop open my desktop, boom, it's popped open, and then now like I can go to YouTube or, just get on the internet. So it's all like right there. That's how I'm recording too. When I started the recording, I can, pop open my little keyboard here. I can type on it. I can just press the buttons, or I can use the little pointers to type. The same thing with my little dashboard here. Like right now, this is like the home screen, but I can look at notifications. I don't have any notifications right now. You can look at notifications, you can look at the settings, go through those. We can go back to home. I put my library on the side here, so I got my little library, and you got my games, that I can click on. So, and what's interesting is even if you didn't buy, like most of these games I bought on the Oculus store, but I do have games that are Steam, like this VR Dungeon Knight. That's a game you can only buy on Steam. So it still populates in your library, and I can still just click on it and start the game. I don't know. Like I said, one of the biggest problems I have with the Oculus right now is its connection to the Steam VR is it's like wonky. It doesn't always work, or sometimes the screen will go black, or sometimes it'll start flickering. So I'm pretty sure those are all like software problems with like, I don't know, just like the firmware just needs to be updated or something like that. But if you just have if you just bought like Oculus games or whatever, like it's just real easy to get them here. We'll just go into Kingspray. I can just click on it. It starts loading. Fairly quick. The game just starts right on up. Little loading screen there. Let's see. This is how most games are so far that I've experienced. I still probably need to buy a couple like bigger games. More of those few AAA games that they have on the store. That's one problem, I guess, is the games are kind of hard to like go through and trying to figure out like what you want to play. A lot of it's samey. Some of it has like some real problems, like bugs and stuff like that, and so it's just not perfected the content yet. But there is lots of content though. There is stuff for you to find, but you got to dig for it, and you're going to be paying for the more expensive stuff. That's for sure. But I mean, I guess that's how it is with all consoles, right? You're sitting there, you're going to be getting like better games. But anyways, I mean, just this quickly, I can start. Just that's how quick it is to like get into the game. And then when I want to get out of a game, you can just pop up your screen again. Yes, because I got this open, it shows that. But hit quit. Should take me right back to the right back to my home. I shouldn't even have to click on anything, and it should just do it automatically. Technically speaking, and whatnot. So the screen is like super clear. Like I have a PSVR. I play that a lot. This is like way better quality, and the screen door is very, very minimal. I mean, it's still there a little bit, but it's basically not there. God rays pretty much aren't there. Like you look at this glowing lamp, and what you would see like on the Vive is you would see the God rays coming off of that, and you're not seeing that here. So that's really good. Just overall, like I don't know, the quality is just really, really high on this. And I don't have a massive PC. I mean, I've got an i7. I think it might be an 8700. I got an i7. I've only got a 1070. I've only got a 1070 graphics card. I do have 16 gigabytes of RAM and everything, but I was fooling around on the desktop and looking at how much memory and everything I'm using up, and I'm only using up about half of it. So I mean, you can this thing works great on just a medium gaming PC, mid-level gaming PC. So that's about it. That's all I can think of right now. Just overall, I'm having a blast with this. I'm gonna get more games and try them all out. Try out the ones I've been trying. Lots of the free games and everything. Like this Mission ISS game. It's like super cool. It's detailed and all, but man, it will get you sick quick. Like because you're like floating around inside the the space capsule and everything. And that contractors game is really good. Like as far as moving around and everything, and like I'm using like my military training on that game, and it seems to work really really well. So yeah, I'm gonna get a few more games, and I'll get I don't know, maybe show off a couple of them. Like I said, contractors or King Spray or some good ones. So anything I find good, I'll try to bring to you guys. If you guys have any questions, maybe I can do another. That's the first time I've ever seen one of those ships moving. Usually I don't notice that. I don't know, it's the first time I noticed that. I mean, I know this, like, I know they like rock back and forth. That's the first time I've ever seen one actually sailing away. That's kind of cool. So, all right. Thanks, guys. If you have any questions, like, put them down in the comments, and like, I'll try to answer them in another video. I'm gonna stop the recording too with this. So basically, I'm gonna use this whole thing. I'm gonna try to upload this. Wrong thing. I'm gonna try to upload this using my little dashboard here, my virtual desktop. We're gonna see if it works.